Well, we live in interesting times. It may be very tempting to hide away in some sort of fantasy and just escape reality for a while. I would recommend, though, that maybe instead of just escaping, we use this time to approach fiction as a way to learn. Now, let me clarify a little bit. Like nonfiction, we learn through facts, and fiction, we learn through truth. And in using our imaginations, we can kind of piece together what's going on in the world around us in a way that maybe we hadn't thought of things before, and maybe get better and smarter and stronger for it. And then that way, when it's time to face reality, we are better prepared because we have seen ourselves as heroes, and we have seen our allies as heroes, and we've practiced working together. And I think that's the attitude I take when I'm approaching role-playing games right now, and D&D and fantasy and stories, like, and it's that attitude I want to take as we make our own homebrew magic spells. Today we are going to be talking about the Tupilak, one small aspect of Greenlandic culture. But before we can continue, I need to point out that I am not from Greenland, nor have I ever been. I'd like to go someday, and in an ideal world, I would call upon a friend who is from Greenland to come and talk about their rich and diverse culture. Unfortunately, I don't have any friends. But here are some accounts that I follow, where people share about their lives and their lived experiences. So what are the Tupilak? Well, I first learned about them from the Museum of Greenland, Iceland, and Faroe Islands, also linked in the description below. Remember Nyhaven? We will take this side of the harbor and follow it all the way down. Just outside the museum, which also serves as an embassy, is this fun and free art installation. Don't forget to put on your shoe covers. I think it is meant to represent the night sky during an aurora borealis in the frozen winters. What do you think? And inside the museum itself are exhibits that include art, virtual tours of Greenland, and this polar bear. And of course, a gift shop where I found this book. Let me just read you a few excerpts here. Tupilak are very different looking. They are composed of different animals and creatures. However, the artists have used their imaginations as well. In the old days, the Tupilak were dangerous and evil magic. They were secretly made by people using bones and parts from animals and humans, and by things found in the hills. When a Tupilak was ready, it would be directed toward the person on whom you wanted revenge with the intent to kill. I want to make my own Tupilak. Then you're only allowed to use your thumb and forefinger, and you have to be angry and want to exact revenge. No, I don't want a real one. I want to use my imagination. Remember, the Tupilak can be equally silly as well as creepy. Maybe you can assist me in making a dangerous and funny Tupilak. So here is our invitation to share in a culture by creating something new. So let's hop on over to D&DBeyond and first check to see if there are any spells that are like the ones we are getting ready to make. No, not quite. So we're going to start from scratch. We know that this is going to be called Tupilak. And it's going to be a 9th level spell because it's going to be very powerful. We also know it's going to be a necromancy spell, and that druids and wizards can make it. We also know that it's going to have a verbal, somatic, and material component. And the materials are bits of bone, teeth, and other material from already dead creatures. Here you see me starting to type up some ideas. This is just the first draft. If you're curious about the anatomy of the spell, Jenny D has a wonderful video that teaches you all about the different parts that make up a spell and what they mean. When we are done writing, all we have to do is create a spell, and now it's ready. And when it looks the way we want it to, we share with the community. And now you can use it in your game. So I hope creating this little bit of magic together helps you to feel a little bit better about this strange and crazy and scary state of the world right now. And maybe makes you feel a little bit braver about dealing with things. I've certainly enjoyed sharing this time with you, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.